that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I
don't want to be here.
Remember when Sheryl Swoopes tried to start drama about Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever locker room? Well, guess what? It backfired so hard she might need a new game plan. Turns out, spreading lies about the most transformational player in the WNBA and the most fun locker room in the league isn't the smartest move. Who knew? In this video, we're not just debunking Swoopes' claims, we're exposing her whole playbook of jealousy and misinformation, from teammate testimonials that'll warm your heart to management statements that'll make you go ouch, for Swoopes that is. We've got it all. Stick around to see how a so-called legend became the joke of the WNBA in record time. Before we break it down, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready? Let's go.
The treadmill, and I called her as a friend, and I said, you know, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion.
Sheryl Swoopes tried to convince us the Fever locker room was a disaster. Yeah, that little stunt backfired so spectacularly, it's almost comical. Let's break down Swoopes' wild claims about players wanting to jump ship from the Fever. Spoiler alert, it's all hot air, and we've got the receipts to prove it. On the Gills Arena podcast, Swoopes dropped this statement. There's a lot of other toxicity going on that other Fever players are like, this ain't where I want to be. Oh, really, Sheryl? That's a pretty bold claim, but here's the reality. When pressed for details, Swoopes admitted she wasn't even in the locker room. In fact, she wasn't even on the team.
What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay, but just,
I'm
you know.
talking about more social media.
Her source? Social media. That's right, folks. Swoopes is out here spreading rumors just because she can't do any better. Give me a break. But wait, it gets better. Swoopes tried to backpedal faster than you can say Sheryl. She said, I'm not in the locker room. I don't know, I'm not even on the team. I'm talking about more social media. Well, isn't that convenient? Swoopes is basically admitting she's just stirring the pot with no real inside information. Now, let's talk about Swoopes' real motivation here. Is it jealousy? A desperate grab for relevance? You decide. But one thing's for sure, this isn't Swoopes' first rodeo when it comes to hating on Caitlin Clark. Remember the scoring record debacle? Swoopes tried to diminish Clark's achievement by claiming she had an extra year of eligibility due to COVID-19. Newsflash, Sheryl. Clark played 4 years, just like everyone else. But why let facts get in the way of a good rant, right?
She got upset with me on the phone, and I was like, Sheryl, you know, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening.
The sad part is, this is becoming a pattern for Swoopes. She's like that one friend who can't stand to see anyone else succeed. First, she tries to downplay Clark's scoring achievements. Now, she's fabricating locker room drama. What's next? Claiming Reese's rebounds are all real? That's a lie too. At this point, Swoopes' credibility is, well, almost nothing. But here's the irony. Swoopes' lies just made the Fever look even better. It's like she scored an own goal in the game of public opinion. By trying to create drama where there is none, she's only highlighted how united and positive the Fever locker room really is. Talk about a backfire. Swoopes might think she's got the inside scoop, but she's about as connected to the Fever locker room as Wi-Fi on the North Pole. Want to know what's really going down behind those doors? Up first is Erica Wheeler, who just spilled the tea. And it's hotter than Swoopes' takes.
All we do is have fun. With Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious, like I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart.
Wheeler didn't just defend Clark. She painted a picture of a locker room that's more fun than a night out with your best friends. She's talking about a rookie who's not just changing the game on the court, but lighting up the locker room with laughter. Can you imagine? The most talked about player in the WNBA. And she's cracking jokes like it's open mic night. Get this. Wheeler says Clark never takes anything serious. While Swoopes is out here trying to stir up drama, Clark's in the locker room keeping everyone loose and laughing. It's like having a stand-up comedian as your star player. Who wouldn't want to be part of that?
They're lighthearted, so they allow us to have fun. But there's moments where we need to be serious, and we are serious, but majority of the time we having fun because you gotta understand the outside world was really trying to get inside this building. We just didn't let it. And having fun is a great way to kind of keep that up.
But it's not all jokes and giggles. Wheeler revealed how the team's handling the outside pressure, and it's pretty damn impressive. They're not just surviving the spotlight, they're thriving in it. While everyone else is losing their minds over Clark's every move, the Fever are in there treating her like any other teammate. That's the kind of grounded approach that builds champions. Now, let's talk about the Fever's secret weapon, their off-court bonding. I mean, Sheryl Swoopes did say this about Aaliyah Boston, right?
Beginning of the year, you have a player like an Aaliyah Boston who was Rookie of the Year last year, #1 draft pick, a hell of a player. But because things weren't going the way everybody thought they should, then you got social media coming out calling her everything but a child of God.
AB and Lexi Hull were just spotted doing a yoga commercial together. You decide if you think they're unhappy in a toxic environment.
As you know, I'm probably the best dancer on the team. And I am gonna come up out this lunge though.
Go for it. I'll stay here. Oh.
Do you see that? Yep, thank you. Now I'm gonna go back to my little lunge.
That is so good.
Do you really think they're unhappy when they're going on all these trips together?
Caitlin, that could be it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right from the inches away.
And let's not forget the heartwarming statements and true joy the Fever players showed when Caitlin won Rookie of the Year. Kelsey Mitchell summed it best when she said this.
C-Squared, what's up, friend? I just want to say congratulations on the award, man. You deserve it. You've changed the world in so many ways. You've done it with so much grace. And I'm so happy to take the floor with you, to be a part of this experience. I want to tell you to give yourself some grace, kid. You've done a lot of things that not a lot of people can do. And from me to you, I'm always going to be a fan. I'm always going to be in your corner. I'm always going to be in your backcourt.
While Swoopes is out here trying to paint a picture of discontent and chaos, the reality is a group of professional athletes who genuinely enjoy each other's company. They're laughing, they're bonding, they're supporting each other. It's like the feel-good sports movie of the year, but it's happening in real time. The real story here isn't just about surviving the pressure of having a superstar player. It's about a team that's embracing the moment, enjoying the ride, and building something special in the process. They're not just handling the Clark effect, they're amplifying it. Every joke, every team outing, every shared moment is creating a foundation for success that goes way beyond what happens on the court. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you. Now back to the action.
My twin sister and I have a secret language. What I got to the good, what I got to the game? Huh? You the guy, you the good, to the gun, to the go, what I got to the guy, to the gay, to the gay.
Get away from me right now.
Just when you thought the Clark effect couldn't get any stronger, the Fever's management decided to crank it up to 11. Kelly Krauskopf just stepped into the ring, and she's not pulling any punches. What did she say that's got every free agent in the league suddenly eyeing Indiana? Let me tell you, Krauskopf didn't just defend Clark. She basically wrote a love letter to her game that's got the whole WNBA blushing. Swoopes is out here spreading rumors like a middle schooler. And Krauskopf's response? Pure, unadulterated basketball poetry. Remember when Swoopes thought free agents wouldn't want to go to Indiana? Well, Krauskopf just flipped that narrative on its head. She's not just saying players won't avoid the Fever. She's basically rolling out the red carpet and telling every free agent in the league, come and get it.
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position. And I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her.
And let's talk about that smart basketball player comment for a second. Krauskopf isn't just praising Clark's skills. She's painting a picture of the Fever's future that's brighter than Clark's highlight reel. She's talking about a player who doesn't just make shots, but makes everyone around her better. In a league where teamwork is everything, Krauskopf just announced that the Fever have the ultimate team player. Krauskopf said players would want to play with her. That's not just a rebuttal to Swoopes' nonsense. That's a recruitment pitch dropped right in the middle of a controversy. It's like Krauskopf looked at all the drama Swoopes was trying to stir up and said, go away, we're great here.
This is a place where players can come and get better and be surrounded by an organization that supports you. They're going to have everything they need to be successful. So if you have the right DNA and you love the game and you love to compete, then you're going to be a great fit.
The message couldn't be clearer. The Fever aren't just backing Clark. They're building an empire around her. They're not worried about players wanting to leave. They're getting ready for the stampede of talent that's going to be begging to join. And Clark, as always, a silent swagger. She's walking it, running it, and breaking records while she's at it. Ready for a reality check? Here's the cold, hard truth about Clark's impact, served up with a side of mind-blowing stats. Let's cut the chatter and get to the facts. Caitlin Clark's impact isn't just good. It's historic. We're talking numbers that make seasoned vets look like they're playing in slow motion. She broke 62 records during the regular season after all.
We just mentioned that the last time that the Fever were in the postseason, Caitlin Clark was 14 and was watching Tamika Catchings from home. Certainly she had a huge season, etching her name in the record book, 769 points this season, breaking the rookie record.
But here's where it gets crazy. Clark isn't just padding her own stats unlike some other players we know. She's making everyone around her better. Take Kelsey Mitchell, for example. Since Clark joined the team, Mitchell's been on fire. We're talking top 3 best scorers since the Olympic break, shooting 49.3% from the field and 40.7% from 3. Coincidence? Not a chance. Clark's passing ability is like a cheat code for her teammates. Speaking of cheat codes, have you seen the Fever's win-loss record? They've won more games this season than in the past 2 seasons combined. That's not a turnaround. That's a complete 180, and it's all happening with Clark at the helm. Let that sink in for a second. But wait, there's more. Clark isn't just changing the game on the court. She's revolutionizing the entire Fever franchise. Attendance numbers through the roof, merchandise sales off the charts, social media engagement exploding. The Clark effect isn't just real. It's a phenomenon that's reshaping the WNBA landscape.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
And if you're still not convinced, chew on this. Clark is the first rookie since 2008 to be named on the All-WNBA first team. That's not just breaking the mold. That's shattering it into a million pieces and using the shards to carve out a new legacy. These aren't just numbers. They're a mic drop to every doubter and hater out there. Clark isn't just living up to the hype. She's creating a whole new level of expectation. She's silenced the critics who doubted her transition from college to the pros. Now, she's not just adapting her game, she's forcing the entire league to adapt to her.
Caitlin Clark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
Let's be real, folks. Caitlin Clark isn't just changing the Fever, she's rewriting the entire WNBA playbook. And the league better take notes because this is a masterclass in how to dominate both on and off the court. To all the haters and doubters out there, your time's up. The Clark era has begun, and it's going to be one hell of a ride. You know what's funny? The real question isn't whether Clark can handle the WNBA. It's whether the WNBA can handle her. She's not just breaking records, she's shattering expectations and reshaping what we thought was possible in women's basketball. And guess what? This is just the beginning. The future of the WNBA isn't just bright, it's blinding, and Clark's leading the charge. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.